So there we go. Yes, we're serious. Final boss is leveling up in the dab, man. There we go. Was Missy B there? No.
When I came out, it was they were like, hey, there's Scarlett and Ethan out there. I had no idea what had gone down, 5 minutes earlier. Okay. I'll say that I think it was the Tommy Jordan interaction which led to the Penny interaction. So he was heated by Tommy, and Penny and Tommy came over together. So it was just kind of collateral damage. Like, you're with Tommy, I just told Tommy, get the fuck out of here. So you get the fuck out of here too. That's kind of how.
Kind of like when you're on a show with somebody and they do something naughty, then everybody gets mad at them, but then they get upset with you too. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yes, hit that like button, you cowards. Indeed. All right. Well, I was watching your show last night, Darren, and yeah. So what this whole issue with Haley, did Darren, you and Penny, did you get a chance to meet Haley at Hackamania and hang out with her?
We met her right away. We never hung out with her. I mean, she actually gave me a shirt on the second day, I believe, offered me one of her one-off shirts, and I was like, sweet. I took it. We didn't talk to her very much at all. We didn't hang out, or we interacted for a few minutes. The reason why we went over all that stuff is because I felt she was taking she basically took somebody else's critique of the whole situation and kind of made it her own, basically Ethan's critique of it, and kind of made it her own. Penny's a strong personality. She's out there. She's not afraid to do much of anything. And it rubs people the wrong way. It's sometimes they call her too much. And especially when she's drinking, possibly it could be too much. But I think people just aren't used to that, especially this day and age. People are a lot more reserved. There's a lot more cameras around and people reporting shit all the time. But she's defending basically a piece of shit, Ethan Ralph. And I'm like, how can you even defend this guy? One bit from all the stuff we've seen and heard. On his stream and in the new, in the Dabbleverse or whatever. So, I just kind of took a little bit of offense to it, and I showed Penny, showed Penny the clip beforehand. I said, go ahead and watch this and see what you think, and she put her 2 cents in.
Are you aware of any of this stuff? Did you know?
I watched their stream last night too. I hadn't seen any of the. I don't know what Haley said. I didn't see any clips of that. So I don't know what precipitated this incident.
Yeah, whatever. You guys talked about it last night. I guess we could just go through some of what you guys said last night on the stream. We could watch a couple minutes of it. I think that might find it interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. And of course, you guys started off. I know that some of what you guys were saying was about looks, and that Haley is very guarded in what's like filtered pictures that she's willing to show and whatnot.
I tried to be delicate about it. I don't like to go that way. I don't like to be, a mean, just bag on people for whatever, issues they may have, or go, that's fine. They can do that. But it also kind of lended to the fact that maybe she was going after Penny, because her whole thing was that she didn't want to go up to Ethan Ralph because they were busy doing something or whatever. But, so I took it a little bit further and said, oh, okay. So maybe she just didn't want to be on camera, not have control of the situation, as it were, if you get my point. It's being a little mean, and I don't like to do that, but I did kind of, without saying it, that's the
she's way ugly is what you're trying to say.
No, she's not at all ugly. Nothing about her.
She's a typical woman that won't show her face on camera unless she has a filter to go with it. Correct. I think is kind of what you were getting at, right?
Correct. And, in no way do I think she's ugly, not at all. And she's a very nice person. She was very nice to us in person. I just, I felt she went after Penny a little hard with this, especially with a guy like this. These two here.
Or the filter? Which one's out of hand?
The what?
The filter or the situation, JMO? Which one's out of hand?
I mean, there are some accusations of. There's been a lot of accusations of filtering on faces being spread about. I do. Mr. Buckman has been accused of this.
I got mine.
Obviously, Quadfather has.
Fuck.
There's a lot of people that have been accused of that. So you know what?
Person.
I'm old. Fuck you.
It happens, man. You know what I mean?
Ask Shmuel. He'll tell, and he won't give you the right answer because he doesn't want to. But ask him about the picture that he posted that had to be taken down. You know, right there. If he would answer honestly, I believe that he was asked to take the picture down. There you go.
But it's not down, right?
No, it's Chow. It's Chow's. It's Chow.
Yeah, Chow was the one talking shit last night.
Chow took it
about this picture having to have taken down. So then he reposted it today. I guess he changed his mind about taking it down.
I'm sorry. Who asked who to take it down? That's what I don't understand.
Well, apparently Haley had asked Dr. Chow to take this picture down.
Oh.
If I recall, Shmuel posted the picture. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe
I did. It's still up. I didn't take it down.
Go on his page and find it there, Quad.
The Schmuelster. All right, let's look. All right. I mean, Haley, nobody ever asked you to take a picture down, so you
nobody asked. I have not been asked to take a picture down.
Okay.
So, and the Chow picture was up there. Like I know the picture was up there. Is it just from Chow? Is that what this we're saying here?
Yes, Chow gave that information last night. Yes, correct.
Got it.
And he said he was told, and we can play that part. Let's go ahead and just get there now.
I think he was speculating with that, but you know.
Well, I'll be damned.
Dipped in chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. You know,
yeah.
like,
but I'm not saying she would have done anything like this. I'm just saying that the whole fact that she took a picture over her shoulder, you know, over her head of the whole deal, and we haven't seen the only picture we've seen. Why am I doing that?
Well, there's that one picture. So I'll tell you this. There's a picture of Buckman and her. And that's
what he's gonna say.
Well, that picture was like posted, and I like just made a joke like they say money buys happiness, and like cropped it together. But the original picture, she made Buckman take it down. She made him wipe it off the internet. So like, you know,
there's your answer, Schmuel.
If Chow said it, it must be true.
So you're saying that you took it down, but it had nothing to do with her making the.
I didn't take it down. I don't even know that I put it up. I put up a bunch of pictures without comment. Just put up pictures.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if that's the one. Is that? But isn't that? I thought Mommy took that picture of us.
Okay, so the other one was Haley put this up today.
Haley didn't like that picture.
So now.
Basically was asked not to put it up, so why would I do that?
Oops.
Okay, so you did put it up and take it down? Maybe.
No, I think that Mommy. I don't think I put it up.
Okay.
I mean,
and I don't know where Dr.
Is it from me? I don't know where it came from.
Felt good, didn't it, Buckman? Just letting it off your heart.
What? Oh,
just.
If I had taken it down, I would tell you that I took it down. So there you
go. Fair enough. I don't even. It's such a trivial argument, but
exactly.
Yeah, what a silly thing. I mean, Honestly, grow up.
It
Grow
sounds
up, Quad.
Darren and Penny maybe have more of an issue with Haley's reporting on Scarlett and
But
Ethan.
Darren,
Sitting at
I'm
the table.
confused about the whole thing, right?
Hmm?
So what was it? How did Haley take Ethan's side? I don't understand what was going on here.
Well, Ethan explained later on that stream or the next day or whatever that Penny got in there. She penned in Scarlett. Scarlett couldn't move, and she was overbearing and whatever. And that's the position that Haley took, amongst other things. And I watched the clip like 4 or 5 days ago, and I have a terrible memory, so I've forgotten most of it. But I know for a fact that she was basically saying Penny should never have done that. Penny shouldn't have gone up there. She shouldn't have got involved. Tommy, she really didn't care about Tommy. It was mostly worrying about Penny. And I just thought it was kind of mean girl shit, and kind of Penny had a little bit of a spotlight for a couple of days. What, good or bad, it was a little bit of a run there. But it all kind of stemmed from the fact that she said she wanted to go up and meet Ethan and Scarlett, which she had an opportunity to do that, but they're live streaming the whole time for the most part until they went into the bar. So, is that why she didn't go up to meet them? Because they're live streaming, she couldn't control the situation, and that's fine. She's more than that's her prerogative. But I just made a bigger deal out of it than it needed to be, and I'm just waiting for the repercussions come Wednesday.
So, and then that's the picture you're referring to, right? That she just snuck up there, took that picture,
right? Yeah. So she took this picture, and
so what are you saying? She's got a filter on here. She's controlling the situation.
Please.
She doesn't want
Come on,
live stream.
Filters. You're very familiar with them.
yeah, Quad.
Well, okay, Darren. Here's my question.
Down a little bit today, but yeah.
Okay, so as far as the whole thing on like Mersh covering how much of a filter Haley had, it seemed like a real revenge thing, and it seems. Were you unaware?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, I mean, the other thing that offended you is that pretty much Haley was like, Penny is clout chasing in very much the same way that like Tommy Jordan was clout chasing.
Yeah.
Which is like, no matter if there's action going on, he'll be in the middle of it all of a sudden. Like, and maybe Penny did that and it wasn't perceived very well by Haley, and you guys then had to go back at her. And she took the position of defending a piece of shit like Ethan Ralph. And Scarlett. I mean, to Scarlett to some end, she's not much better than Ralph. I mean, it's amazing they found each other, and probably the only good thing about it is the fact they can be separated for a period of time to not eventually do the inevitable together.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before a child.
But like for myself, I saw that Ethan and Scarlett were out there, and I was like, I don't really give a fuck what's going on. I just want to go say hi to them because I really don't care. Even if you're like a shitty person, I'll still talk to you as a human being. So I look at stuff like that a little bit different.
Yeah, I would never want to meet. I would never meet either of them. That's just me though. Because
Shmuel, you didn't have any interaction with those folks, right?
I honestly, I didn't know about it till Clowntown, and that's when I heard about it.
Well.
So what? Late Saturday night? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was after it was all over.
Yeah.
I watched it happen live. It just so happened that I popped it on, but it was funny to me how many people didn't realize that was Penny. When, I mean, Penny's got a very unique tone and voice.
J-Mo knew right away.
I knew it right away. Yeah, she was like, well, because he was like, he had his little. His little back and forth with Tommy, and then he was yelling for security. And then he realized Penny was in there, but nobody could, from the angle of the camera, nobody could see Penny. So all of a sudden you just hear him yelling at a lady. You only know it's a lady because he was saying bitch, and he was also using some other.
He never called her anything dirty. during the time.
Yeah, he called her madam or something like that. He was like, "You need to get out of my table, madam." Or,
Sweet woman, please. Yeah.
They walk up together, JMO. They walk up together,
Mhm.
and he sees both Tommy and Penny together, and then Penny walks around, so he knows they're together.
Maybe they're clout chasing a bit off of this situation. Any thoughts?
Look, I think Darren and Penny are a bit sensitive, right? Like you tend, because I mean, early on, Darren, right? Like our relationship was, I was big timing you or something,
Right?
right? Like, oh, I was big timing them. I was, whatever. And that wasn't the case. And then we're at Hackamania and you're like, oh, I'm avoiding you, or I'm not talking to you, or I'm being a dick.
I didn't
But
say
yet but you were the only person that
I didn't say any of those things.
felt that way.
I
I'm sorry. Those were the things that I was.
All I said was that I didn't have any conversations with you. That's all I said. I didn't say you were avoiding me, you're being a dick, or any of that stuff. I just said I just didn't get to have any conversations with Shmuel. That's basically what I said.
Oh, so, all right. Because what I was told was that you felt that I was big timing you or something like that, and I was like, no, I was standing there this whole time, and I'd said hello to you, and I was talking to Penny. I was literally for an hour. I'm really not kidding. And I was around, and I was like, I don't know. I thought, like, I'd said hello. I was there. I thought you would walk up. I had wanted to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. I don't recall any of that. I saw you down in the theater in the front row of the theater when you guys were going on and off. That's the only time I remember speaking with your, at all. The picture I have is at the bottom of the theater in front of the stage. That's the interaction that I had with you, and if you think that any of this stuff really bothers me, in the end, no. The feelings that I have, I might amplify them for the Dabbleverse, just to create content, because it's just like it's interesting to talk about this shit. And some of the stuff I don't want to say. I didn't want to have to say the stuff about Haley. I didn't want to go there, but I wanted to defend Penny.
But there are thoughts in your head, right? And like you back, and actually, the one thing that kind of bugs me is that you like back off of your own positions almost immediately. Like you'll say stuff that you think and believe, but maybe you're saying you amplify it, but almost immediately you're like stepping backwards off of your position. That's wild, man. Because anybody that wants to amplify a thought will absolutely just fucking run with the narrative, as Chode would say. And that typically that's what people in the Dabbleverse do. They don't like, there is no apologies, there's no backing off, there's moving forward, and whatever your thoughts are, like, own it, dude. It's so wishy-washy to be like, oh, here's my thought, I amplified it, but I don't really think about it like that. And it's like, what? Then why did you say it like that?
Quad, I want to stick up for Darren. I want to stick up for Darren.
Go ahead.
In the situation with me, at least. It was a misunderstanding. And
good. Let's go.
That was the thing. So it really was a misunderstanding. It wasn't like he was pissed off at me. And maybe I was reading what people were saying in the chat and assigning that to Darren.
No, but like the thing with Haley, like obviously you do feel a certain way about how she treated and talked about your lady, and I even think that's justified. Like backing off of it's the part that you can't justify.
Is that being sensitive or just reacting to a
that's being a fucking normal guy and a fucking husband too, because you want to defend your lady. Like I would have just owned it and been like, fuck that bitch. But I don't feel that particularly like that, but you can feel however you want, but I wouldn't back off of it. That's a fact. I'm just saying, man, just for me. That's
just the reasons that the whole thing happened. I wanted to explain my reasons why I felt they happened, and it included saying some shit that I don't like to be the mean guy. I don't like to be the bully or the ass, the asshole if I don't have to,
But you can't like say your thoughts and then like back off of them immediately. That's just that's the part I find wild.
I don't know.
Like,
okay.
Like, if she came after my old lady, I would just be like, yeah, she came at her sideways, and that ain't cool. And that I would have left it at that, not like, oh, but back off of it immediately too. So Anyway, that's my critique. The final boss, member for 3.
I'm gonna do things like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lie about you and your wife breaking up. I'm gonna lie about you having to be thrown out of your house. On and on and on. All the things that you commonly lie about.
Boom. There you go. Tommy Jordan, $2. Cloud chasing. That's why it's hashtag JMO Army not quad. How dare you, sir? I didn't say it's a bad thing. I just said that you always seem to be in the middle of all of the incidents that happen. And whatever, you're Johnny on the spot. I give you full credit for that shit. I think everybody's always said that's your number one superpower is being at the right spot at the right time on a stream doing the correct thing. Like the second that Ethan gave up the L, you pointed it out, dude. That was like actually fairly genius, honestly. You were
Tommy
like,
Jordan.
look, dude's got an L. Look how quick he gave up the L. Like instantly called it out. It was pretty well managed by you, I would have to say, Tommy. So the quad army better be coming soon. That's all I'm saying. I want to see some of the quad
Tommy
army.
Jordan is our man on the street, I think, moving forward.
Absolutely.
Their man on the street.
Johnny
Tommy, he's sorry. He's sorry. Okay? Now you're going to be our
sorry.
reporter.
I think what I said stands alone.
He's
Tommy,
going to be our man on the street now. I think this is great news.
yeah.
Great news.
He has that face. He has that face where you can see where it changes from fucking around to this might get real. And I pointed out yesterday. I've seen it twice now, and it's pretty interesting to see his face completely change.
What are we
Yeah,
going to define?
we definitely pointed it out when
You define it as I just made a reaction to her video that she made. You know, it's just a reaction. You know, that's what we do in the Dabbleverse. You know, shit happens. Somebody talks about you, you talk about them back. That's how the shit works. You know,
Right.
So
And
that's what I said.
look, I get
Okay.
I get that part. What I'm wondering about though is where did the filter shit? Did she say something about Penny's looks that created this or no?
No. It's all a part of why she didn't go up and interact with Ralph. It's just kind of part of the story. You know, it's part. It's just.
well, you're putting your thoughts on Haley. Like it's that Haley never said like, oh, I didn't want to be seen unfiltered on a stream,
Of
so
course.
I
Is
didn't
she
go
gonna say
do
that,
that.
Quad? Come on, is she going to say that out loud?
Well, you're saying it for her, so I mean, you're speaking for her,
Yeah,
right?
I'm speaking for her. We speak for people all the time. We give our opinions on shit all the time, right? I mean, come on. This is what we do. That's my opinion on what went down and how it was. You know, that's what I think.
So I mean, so calling Penny a clout chaser because she wanted to be seen on in a moment. Did you guys already have issues with Scarlett and Ethan before that?
I don't like either one of them, so I didn't want to meet either one of them. Penny, on the other hand, she said on stream that she went up there she wanted to meet Scarlett and talk to Scarlett, but she also wanted to chase some clout. She said it. Those are her words. So
Well, just a second ago, you were arguing with us about the chasing clout thing, but it sounds like that's exactly correct.
we're different. We're different. We're two different people. You know, we're way different people. You know, I don't.
Okay, so
chase
she
clout.
was
I
chasing
don't
clout.
chase clout. I make content. She was chasing clout. Yeah, she said on the show last night. If you watch the show, she said it on there. You know,
That's why I said that.
I do
But
things
yeah,
for different reasons. You know.
Oh, okay. So
I
you're
do things to create content. I do things to create content. She does stuff, you know, and I hate the fucking word chasing clout. It's so stupid. You know,
why?
it's just silly, you know.
It's accurate. You're literally trying to get whatever clout you can from a live situation. That's exactly what it is. When Chad says chasing clout in a chat room, that's a little retarded. But besides that,
Chasing clout, probably.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like Lady Kinkle's chasing clout in all these chat rooms. That's the dumbest shit. But chasing clout, that's a thing. That's real.
It just amazes me that you guys have a problem with me doing a stream about something that was said
I
about
didn't
us.
have a problem with it.
Well,
I had zero feelings about it.
Just like Shmuel said, he's talking for people in the chat, and Shmuel maybe has the same question. You know, why these people have an issue with me just doing a rebuttal at something that was talked about. I'm just not going to say nothing. You know, this is what we do. It's this. You know,
Where's Penny at? Is she? When is she going to say her piece?
yeah.
Where's
She'll.
Penny?
I mean,
We want Penny.
Next
We
time.
She was
want
busy tonight. Actually, I hit her up. She kind of sent Darren in this stead. He was available. She wasn't. Otherwise, she would have probably been here herself. So yes.
Oh, she would have definitely.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I guess
mean,
my thing is like,
Yeah, go ahead.
look, I got no problem with you saying what you thought about it. I got no problem with Haley saying what she thought about it. They're two different opinions. That's what makes the world go around.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering how it devolves into Haley being ugly or faking her pictures and, you know, filter, and she's bottom like that's the kind of stuff. Like, it feels to me like that's the shit that happens to women, but we don't do that to men, and that's my only argument with it, if there is an argument with it.
Sure, we make fun of men. Like, look at what Shuli Network does to John. They show his liver spots. They zoom in on every pimple on his face. Like, it happens to guys all the time. That's why they all have filters on, including myself, because I'm ugly.
I didn't think you looked 20. I thought you looked great when I saw you, by the way. Not ball washing, but
First one to say it.
Didn't notice it.
The 20-year comment was a little wild, Darren, but I appreciate that you actually went that comment.
I thought that one might have hit it right across the bridge of your boat.
Hurtful.
Yeah.
Hurtful.
I said Quad. You know, Quad was exactly the person in person that he is on stream. You know, couldn't say the same for Rochi, but you know, I gave you the compliment that you are. You know, sans filter, you are what you're. You know, you get. You know, you are what you are there in person and on the stream. So.
The real motherfucking McCoy. That's right, folks. The Tommy Jordan, $10. Quad Army. Did I mention great to meet you? Big Dork and Buckman. Great to hang with y'all also. Yeah, man, it was my pleasure. Great to meet you, Tommy. Very generous, nice, good dude. And he is totally different than he is on stream. So get that motherfucker behind a camera and watch out. But yeah, in real life, very nice, calm fellow, believe it or not. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate that, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yo, go.
This was Buckman and I were in the chat yesterday, and he had a different thought on this. Unless I'm misconstruing what the when you're reading chats, you don't necessarily talk about the same thing. I said that Husey was bullying you while we were watching the shows.
Oh yeah.
I understand that you probably wouldn't take it that way. You know, we'll get there. If it's meant to be, we'll keep growing and we'll keep doing our thing and hopefully having fun with this. You know, this has not been fun, unfortunately. So
what hasn't been fun
tonight?
Oh,
not because of you, Quad, because of other things, and I think Ava in Ava's I have been reading some of the chat. She's very wise. She's very smart. She sees clues. Something just went down, and it was it's the bad part of this shit. It's just the not fun part of this.
Did you get a delivery or a swatting or some bullshit?
No. Just you can use your imagination, figure it out.
All right.
Handle it, and you can, and you just move forward, hopefully, or you just cut bait and that's it.
Okay, I mean, so you actually have there's a question mark in your guys' head whether you should be cutting bait and running away. I mean, it sounds like you guys are on the fence about even continuing this shit.
No. I mean, it's just like I said. These are the situations that you have to go through. So I don't know what the end result is going to be, but I assume the end result is going to be you deal with the tough times, you go through it, and then you experienced it, and then you can handle it in the future. That kind of deal.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is not a big deal, right? Like. You understand, like the smallest. You and Penny understand that, like this is
Shmuel. You understand Penny. You understand Penny, right?
Yeah.
You're one of the ones that made it evident that Penny is a very strong personality and very not necessarily strong personality, but very, she's out there. She's not out there. She's sometimes she can be a lot, and sometimes she can be too much, whatever, so she doesn't handle stuff the way I handle stuff, obviously, so what
because I thought Haley's criticism, right?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final Boss. That's right, Final Boss. I love Final Boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?